Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here. So we have extra special Christmas edition of Crochet Now. Shaun the Sheep crochet hook and a stitch marker which is here. Do love Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep and all of that. Merry and Bright Patterns plus Shaun the Sheep toy. We have 20% off Signet Yarns at Wool Warehouse. Who? Bonus gifting guide pattern book turnover, Christmas sorted, blankets, Yule love, quick stocking stuffers, decor to deck your halls, Christmas inspiration, exclusive discounts and more, Christmas crochet, crafty ideas from this season's top reads. Okay, so let's have a little look then. We'll get into this, and while I'm opening it, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And well, I just had to mention then, as they've mentioned that other place, that if you go over to hobbyrocks.co.uk, over at Juan the Yarn Addict, there is a discount code for everything apart from the Black Friday sale stuff and the advent calendars and stuff like that. Everything has a discount. So anyway, that said, let's have a look. So we've got this is beautiful. I love it. I'm not so sure the hook will be up my street, but I do love the stitch marker. So the chances are somebody will get that in a parcel or as happy mail at some point, even though it's cute, because I'm very fussy about the hooks that I use. What size is it? Looks like it may be a 4 or a 3.5. Does it even say? Can't say that it does. It might do in the book though. Doesn't say on there. And I can't, well, actually maybe it's there. Does that say a 3? So dark. Yeah, 3mm. I was wrong. Okay, so this is the supplement then we had a little look at. We'll put that to one side and we'll come to that at the end. And we'll concentrate on the magazine. Now, it's a bit glossy and my window is right there because I'm actually in my yarn room. Don't normally record in here, but Gary's watching football, so we're in here. Handy Christmas decor ideas with Happy Berry Crochet. That's also in here. We've got Deck Your Halls. These are just like walk hangings by the looks of it. I'm not keen on the wall hangings personally, but each to their own. Gifting made easy. So if you want to make this, well, that looks a bit suspect. I don't know what that's meant to be, but I actually don't know what any of it's meant to be. Is it a cactus? I wouldn't have a clue, to be honest with you. So let's have a look inside. Okay. Hopefully all will be revealed once we're in. So the first thing I notice is that the paper is very flimsy in this edition. Very flimsy. That's the way it's going to tear very easily, just saying. We've got a Christmas tree cushion, which is already bejewelled. We've got a jumper that's stars and gingerbread men. They are cactuses. Now I've seen the others. God. And what's wrong with the real thing? They're virtually indestructible. I know they prickle, but very hard to kill. Anyway, we've got free Crochet Society Muse hooks when you subscribe. I have had lots of Crochet Society hooks and gave them away because they are the same as this, really. And you know, if you get on with that sort of hook, that's brilliant. But if you don't, which I don't, it is not. So I always give them away. They're nice and shiny and they're very cute, but that's nice. West Yorkshire Spinners Ember. But I always find their stuff a little bit on the scratchy side because it's usually wool, as this name Spinners suggests. What's new then? Adorable axolotls. A little while ago, my son said this to me, that once upon a time he had an axolotl as a pet and nobody had ever heard of them and always said, what on earth is that, you know, when you see it. Now they're everywhere and everybody's got fluffy axolotls. Well, this is made with King Cole Yummy yarn. It's a King Cole pattern. But, you know, lovely. They are. I love axolotls. Great pet. And lots of little editorials. That's a bit summery, isn't it? Just saying. A bit parky now. Show us your makes. So this is where people send in. And these are the Amour crochet hooks. Not to be confused with Clover Amour. These are Knit Pro Amour. Sorry, I've got a little pot of sanitizer to my left. I sanitise my hands. Gary's got a cold, guys. Just saying. This is a cool shawl, according to them. It's made by Shabnam Maratzai. I don't know. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong if you're watching, but I doubt it. This is made with West Yorkshire Spinners Fable. 2 balls in Siren and Elder. Nice, but, you know, you can substitute it for more inexpensive yarns, should you wish. Or no wool, if you wish. So, I like that. That's not too bad. This is nice for an oversized jumper. And this is the Gingerbread Army Sweater. So they're a Gingerbread Army by Lauren Willis. It goes from an extra small up to a 5XL. There's no shaping whatsoever involved, so it should be nice and easy. Although it says it's an intermediate. Don't see what intermediate about it. There's no shaping. And we've got the charts, which as you know, I do love a chart. Take a Walk on the Wild Side Menagerie. This is in the Crochet Society boxes. Looks like, can you choose them now then? $14.99 each. That's half the price of a normal Crochet Society box. I did a little thingy on them once, but what's the word? Review, that's the word. Maybe I should do it again sometime. We'll see. Festive Treats blanket. We've got gingerbread houses and trees. We've got mugs with snowflakes on and presents. And this is by Karen Kernell. And that's one throw. And these are all the charts. Gotta love a chart. Oh, my voice went then. Hope I'm not getting Gary's cold. Evergreen houseplants. Well, to be honest, succulents and cactus are very hard to kill, but these are definitely impossible to kill. And it's made with sheep's yarn. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but it's how I happen to pronounce it. That's a Rickaroomy advent calendar there. Candy swirl beanie. That's unusual. Yeah, by Rashami Saroda. I've probably butchered your name. I do apologise. And Melissa Watson. Oh, thank the Lord, one I can pronounce. Here we go. This is the Shaun the Sheep. He's cute. That is lovely. I do like him. Love it. Oops. I've got a very hot cup of tea to my left, which I just bashed. But thankfully, I did not hurt myself. I do like Shaun the Sheep, so that's cool. Subscribe even to Crochet Now, and you can get this free. Oh my goodness, I'm breaking this mouth in for somebody. A free Crochet Muse hooks set. It's Crochet Society hooks. I don't know that I like them. I think they're a very odd shape. Has anybody used these? If so, what are they like? I don't really want to buy them. I don't know, maybe I'll subscribe and get them as a gift and we'll do a review. What do you think? Shall I do it? I always forget once I've turned the page. I was going to do that the other day. I was going to subscribe for some reason. Maria Sliogeris. Okay, easy for you to say. Christmas Wonderland blanket. I don't know about the pink mind, but very festive. It's just that, you know, pink and green. It's not traditional. I suppose, you know, it's a pink Christmas if you want it to be. Isn't it just? So we've got, this is King Cole. Colder weather calls for chunky makes, and these King Cole patterns are top of our list. So, yeah, very simple. You don't really even need a pattern for them, do you? You just make that square, make that granny stitch. Oh, it's just very, very simple. It's not really even a pattern, is it? I don't think I'd want to pay for those patterns anyway. I'd want them to be free because they are so basic. The Ultimate Crochet Gift Guide, if you want to look for these bits and pieces and send them as little presents to somebody you know who crochets, or just yourself. Crochet Society yarn there as well. They're really branching out since the days of just having a little couple of balls of yarn in their packs that were by other people. Crochet Along. This is the Pura Vida cowl. It's part 7, so it's been going a while. It's by Eleonora Tully. Kerry's journal. I never bother reading. I have no idea who Kerry is and what her journal is about because I can never be bothered to read it. Deck the halls. These are the wall hangings, but if you didn't want to hang them, they make good squares. You just do the same on this edge as you do all the other edges. I like the edging. It's quite cool. If you wanted to use them as coasters for the festive season, that would be pretty cool. If you didn't make the eyes too bulky and the nose and stuff, that'd be quite cool. Natasha Emerson. These are good for inspiration, but I don't necessarily want to make the things that they put in. Totally Hooked. Knit Pro. Expand your crochet hook collection with these great picks. Okay. Just recently put these in my shop. The Zings and the Zing Tunisian ones. Just put those in. I have these. I did have some ginger in my shop. I don't think I've got many left. But yeah, I've got all of these. And Lantern Moon from over the same place. They're same supplier. Charlotte Vassar. This is another pullover. It's stripy. It's sort of ribbed. I don't know why this looks like the rib suddenly changes from inside the... It's kind of offset, isn't it? Maybe it's made in parts. Let's have a look. Oh, we can't see. There's no chart of how it goes together. Cowl. Oh, it's the cowl. It's the cowl. That's why. Candy Stripes Cowl by Charlotte Vassar. I was thinking of this. It's not. It's just the cowl. Okay. Moving on. The countdown to Christmas starts now. Crochet Society Advent Calendar. 142 quid worth. And you get it for... No, hang on. Content's worth over £142. I seriously doubt it. Early bird price £69. Recommended price $74.99. I do not stock this. I have my own Advent 12 Days of Christmas calendar, and it's £10 cheaper, and I can guarantee the stuff in there is worth more than the stuff that you're going to get in this one, for instance. Anyway, bright bauble cushion. I quite like that idea. This is Sandy Jones. Although I've never really been into shaped cushions, but I do quite like that. But, you know, I always think when you get decor like cushions and blankets that are just Christmassy, you've got to pack them away. And you can only really get them out for a very short period of time. Just now, I meant to say this to my daughter-in-law the other day. I noticed that King Cole have a new yarn out when I was looking to place an order, and they've got this yarn. Let's get close and get a little close up of this one. Oops, too close. There it is. It's called Fruitylicious, and what struck me about it, it almost looked totally and utterly identical to the Hobbycraft Little Dreamers, or Little Dreamers I think it's called, which isn't that easy to use. But it looks the same. Looks suspiciously the same. But I was toying with the idea of buying some Fruitylicious and just giving it a whirl for my shop, hobbyrocks.co.uk, if you haven't found it already. But maybe next time I order with them, I will. Now this Squeeze Me is beautiful, and they've got some beautiful colours, and I'm thinking of making something with that very soon. Here we've got the Happy Berry notebook. This is Laura Eccleston, who was one of the very first people I ever subscribed to. I wasn't keen on others, but who are very popular, but I was her, and I like the way she is, you know, her as a person. Heather C. Gibbs, this is her bunny. Seriously, is that Alzheimer's or is it Alzheimer's? It's not a bunny, is it? It's a teddy. I do this all the time. I look at something and then go, the complete wrong word. But not normally on camera. Not normally with the whole world maybe watching. Seriously. I do it all the time. It is worrying, I have to say, sometimes. But I've been doing it for, well, more years than I care to remember, so Obviously, I don't think there's anything wrong really, but yeah, it's a teddy. Okay, with a crown on her head. Maybe a fairy teddy even. This is by Heather C. Gibbs, and yeah, hang on, she's a ballerina. Well, I thought it was an angel or something, but no, got a tutu. It's a ballerina. Well, I would never have guessed that one. Oh, but there's her rear view. Cozy Christmas wrap. Now, saw this on the front. Not sure about it. It's the way it ties up and then it's all loose here. I'm not. But this is by Zoe Beeston. Here it is, like, what do you think? It reminds me of the 60s, you know? It reminds me, it's very Austin Powers. Oh, yes, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. So we got the boring pages where you might find my advert one of these days. Charlotte Vassar has a bucket bag. A bouquet. A bag, a bouquet. And it's got ho-ho-ho on it. It's got snowflakes, trees and baubles on it. Very basic and easy to make. This is very flimsy and it's hard to just part them. But we've got the chart if we want to use that for something else, which is pretty cool. All the abbreviations and stuff. Winter florals inside the next issue if you're into that. We've got a shawl. We've got a bonce warmer. We have, well, I don't know what that is. It's some, I think it might be an owl, but I'm not sure. We've got one of these really weird cardigans that have got very bizarre sleeves. We had that in the last one. Remember that one with the big hexagon kind of granny sleeves? Just, oh, don't know. And now we've got these. It's just not right. See, it's like a plain granny and then big old flowers. I don't know. Just kind of not my thing, but it might be yours. So then we've got this one as well. This like vest, tank top thing, cushion, and we've got more Wallace and Gromit, which is never a bad thing. Gillian Hewitt. We sat down with a fantastic Gillian Hewitt of Spin a Yarn Crochet for some tea and chat. Hang on a minute. That's almost like Have a Yarn with Tracy. Now that looks really nice. This is by King Cole. It's the Bramble yarn. I did have some of that in my Black Friday. I'm not sure if I still got any. I have to check it out. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. So let's have a look what this is. Christmas crafty ideas from this season's top reads. 12 patterns plus ideas for Christmas. So we've got this is a bit of a basic granny with a little difference. The granny's made into a granny and then made that into a square and then sewn on with a border. So it looks quite different, but it's still a basic granny. We've got what looks like a chenille Christmas tree. We've got a gingerbread house made out of crochet. We've got this dude who, I don't know what that is. I want to say a deer, but might not be. Then that's a bee or a wasp. I like to, say. Donut, which I have one on my channel if you want to know how to make a donut. So that, okay, let's see. Gingerbread house, bee pin, vintage inspired blanket. Never seen that vintage. Woolperinger, a woolpertinger, what the heck is that? What's a woolpertinger? Maybe that's it. I don't know. Oh, anyway, a donut brooch. It's a brooch. Christmas tree. Meet the author Jackie Donu and reading corner. Okay. Let's have a scratch of my eye and carry on. This is the gingerbread house. Should be nice and straightforward and easy to make, although there's an intermediate again. Don't get that at all. It's very simple. Bumblebee pin. Yeah, that's for. And what are they saying? Beginner. I don't know. That looks harder to me because it's small. And it's got these little tiny wings. How strange. Jackie Danu. We sat down with Jackie to celebrate a brand new books, and chat all things crochet. So she's got one called Mythical Creatures and Crochet Christmas. She's been a busy girl. $16.99 a piece. And yeah, we've got mermaid and lots and lots of blurb to read as well. Vintage square blanket. Nothing vintage about it. I've never seen a granny square made into a square. and then all sewn together to make a blanket, or done. Yeah, it's sewn, or actually done as you go. Actually, by the looks of it, that was actually twice in the same sentence, which is never a good thing. I was hooked on it once. The word actually, did it 3 times in a sentence, and I thought I've got to give up the word actually. So I did my best to get it out of my vocabulary. Obviously, I didn't succeed there, did I? Anyway, this is Emma Varnum. Create your very own heirloom treasure. Okay, so that's going to go on for a few pages. And then this is the the small mythical creature from the alpine forests of Bavaria, whose name should never be uttered again. This is by Jackie Donahue, so obviously this is her mythical creatures. An excerpt from that book, perhaps. I'm never going to say that word again, but it's one of them. There's a lot of pages to do with this little dude. Reading corner. I'm going to have a quick slurp of my tea because I don't want it to get cold. Reading corner really consists of her books. So, that one and that one. Well, you know, if she's doing this, she wants to sell a book. This is the glistening Christmas tree. Let a wintry wonderland take over your home with dazzling Christmas tree shining in the spotlight. But spotlight with Jackie Donahue. I'm probably butchering her name, but never mind. And yeah, I think that would look. You can use any real kind of chenille yarn for that. You don't have to use the one that they have chosen. Premier, which we can't really get that easily, so I would just substitute that for the Stylecraft one that I stocked. What's it called? Squeeze Me. That you would find, or any other. And this is the donut. I have a donut, but it's really kind of, it was for my grandson when I first made it, like a little toy that he used to love chewing on. And yeah, this is the donut. I don't kind of see how they'd make it into a brooch, really. It doesn't even show you, does it? Just a donut. Anyway, that's the supplement. That's the book. And this is the hook. Maybe I'll undo it and give it a little try. See what it's like. Only because it's got Shaun the Sheep on it. In fact, it doesn't really, does it? It just says Shaun the Sheep. He's only there. But we'll get it out and we'll have a little play. But I know 99.9% sure someone will get that in their order or as Happy Mail or something. So tell me, what do you think of this? What did they call it? Where's that thing gone? Here it is. This. Oh, I've stretched it. I don't know if I can read it. What did it say? Something about being like a extra special Christmas. What on earth did that say? I screwed it all up. Edition. Extra special Christmas edition with the bonus gifting guide pattern book. So, what's your thoughts? What do you like? What do you think's naff? Let me know in the comments section. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one, and I'll say bye-bye for now.